Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is for you. So, um, you've already had some lessons on area of triangles and using the cosine rule. So I just thought I'd better pop in a final one to do with the sine rule. So let's just go ahead. So let's talk about a relationship. It means that there's a connection between certain things, sides and angles. As before, I'm using A, B, and C capital letters for the corners, vertices, angles, and lowercase abc for the sides. And that's what I explained before. Big A, angle, opposite, small side, A. So we have some kind of correspondence or relationship that when we take the side and divide it by the sine of the angle opposite, it's actually equal to one of the other sides divided by the sine of the angle opposite, and correspondingly the third side. As it says here, this is referred to as the sine rule, the rule of sines. Give me a sine. Okay, but like it says here, we actually only need two parts, because within all of the questions involved, usually you're given three bits of information and you only have to work at the fourth. And it doesn't matter which letters you use here, as long as you know what is a side and the corresponding angle opposite. So let's just go for one. Let's calculate the length of the side marked x. Okay, so let's label things if we need to. So I'm going to go for big A is 30 degrees, small a is position x, that's what we're looking for. Other two, small b 20 meters probably, and angle b 45 degrees. Okay, right, so that's us. We've tied things up here. So let's take a rule here with whatever letters we want to choose, and let's put things in. So I'm using X. You could still have used A. Doesn't really matter. It's just a label. Okay. But now that I've used X, I need to isolate X. So I need to get rid of that sine 30, which is dividing the X. So I need to take it over the other side and multiply whatever's on the other side. And I've done that. So now this is a calculator job. 20 divided by sine 45 times sine 30. You need to be careful with the calculator here. So you need to use brackets here probably. 20 divided by sine 45 times sine 30. And what's it going to give us? Hopefully 14.14. And if it starts giving you like square roots and stuff like that, speak to your teacher or your pal if you have one, and they'll sort it out for you. So 14 and a bit. Okay, next one. Again, calculate side and length of side x. So we need to tie things up here. So that's what they're saying here. Let's go for the sides and the corresponding. So that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going I'm going to use lowercase a here, and then I'm going for the corresponding angle across from that, which is big A. Oh, and apparently I don't have that. Right, but I have B and its corresponding angle, big B. I have that. That's fine. So I've tied things up. So it looks like there's a problem with A, the angle that I need. So you should know that all three angles of a two-dimensional triangle in a flat plane, not an aeroplane, something that's flat, like a desktop, a bit of paper, they all add up to give you 180 degrees. So we got two angles here. So why don't we take the other two angles away to give us the angle that we require? Angle A is 75. So now we can just go and use our version of the sine rule, put things in, and again, I'm just using X, because that's X marks the spot. I put in all my values there. That sine 75 is below X, I need to get rid of it. It's dividing X, take it over the other side to multiply, and just watch for your calculator here. Again, be careful, use brackets, and let's see what the calculator gives you. It's not going to give you a nice answer here. You round it to however many decimal places you want to. Depends on the context of the question, what you need this answer for. This is naked maths, so we don't know. So I went for 12.3. Okay, let's move on. We've got two angles, we've got two sides, that's what we need. One of them is unknown. It happens to be the angle this time. So tied things up here. Okay, I've labelled them just so they're fitting with the form we're using. But I don't know if you've noticed here that I've inverted the formula. Can you see that? Previously, there would have been one below the other. But it doesn't matter. Because it's like saying if 5 over 2 is equal to 10 over 4, then 2 over 5 is equal to 4 over 10. If you can't follow that, then go and write it down and see. So that's legitimate. Okay, because the thing that you're looking for, it's best to have that on the top left. Yeah. Believe me, makes algebra a lot simpler. So let's put things inside. But the thing is, it's not just X we've got here. It's sine of X. Let's just get sine X on its own by taking, let's get rid of that 10 here. So that just goes up to multiply. But now, we've got sine X, but we want to isolate X. So we need to get rid of that sine part. So opposite of sine is inverse sine. And some of you call it sine with a -1. That's fine. We don't care what we call it, as long as we know what's happening. And see all this stuff. It's there. Just put that in a bracket. then it's calculator time. Okay, so whatever your calculator is, it's not going to be a nice answer here, because 69, that's not a nice angle. You're taking sine, cos, or tan, unless you've got a 2-year stretch in a jail, or wherever. Sorry. See, that gives you, and again, put in brackets around that angle will make it a lot easier for your calculator to interpret that. And 58.1, 58.07, or whatever it was. You make a big adult grown-up decision about how many decimal points you should take that to. Okay, so this is in summary here. I'm not going to talk about the area here. A half AB sine C or a half XY sine Z. I'm going to concentrate on the difference between sine and cosine rules, which one should you use. It depends on the information you have in front of you. So the way I look at it, if you've got all three sides, so the blue text means information you have. So I'm saying 3 sides involved, but there's an angle involved. The little X means I'm looking for an angle here. The little kiss, the red kiss here. If you have a black and white telly, that little kiss is in red. Okay. So if you have all 3 sides and you're looking for an angle, or sorry, it's a cosine rule for angle. Okay, that's all you need to know. If, however, basically on the right hand side, the 4 other things are still involved. I've still got all 3 sides. I've got one angle, but the one angle I have, and I'm looking for a side. But because I've still got 3 sides and an angle, it's again the cosine rule. But I'm looking for a side. See anything else? It's the sine rule. Okay, so see if you just break it down to that, you should be fine. So I'm going to have a little quiz here. CRA, cosine rule for angle, cosine rule for side, sine rule for angle, sine rule for side. So let's have a go. I don't expect you to solve these, but you can at your leisure. I'm not going to put up the answers. You have a little look at them and decide what information do you have in terms of sides and angles. That's what you're really looking for. You've always got 4 pieces of information. So just like the YouTube people, I'll let you have a little think. Or you can always pause it and have a think. Okay, I'm going to go for it. Why is that the side rule for side? Well, it's a side rule for side because two angles in one side. Whenever there's 2 angles involved, it's a sine rule. Next one. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 3 sides are involved. Doesn't matter that we don't have all 3, but we're looking for one. So as soon as we see that, that's telling you it's cosine rule for side, because it's a side we're looking for here. Next, what we got here? 1, 2, 3. So what do you think? 1, 2, 3 sides, and we're looking for an angle. Doesn't matter, as long as there's 3 sides involved, we know that's the cosine rule. But it's for angle. Okay. Finally, as soon as you see 2 angles involved, you know right away that's the sine rule for angle. Okay. So just go through it like that, and hopefully you'll be fine. I think I think I might finish it there. But just to recap on the sine rule, whenever you're looking for a side, use this version here. But the thing is, because we only need 2 parts, it doesn't matter what letters you use. You could use that. You could use that. If it's the angle you're looking for, use that version, or you can compare these. It doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't really matter. As long as you get 4 things in each of them, and you're looking for the, so you will have 3 at the 4. You'll be looking for the 4th. So if it's a side, use this one. If it's an angle, use this version here. That's all you want to do. Are we done? Right, so you've got the stuff on area triangles, your cosine rule. This is your sine rule. That's everything wrapped up. Okay, so I'm going to wish you good morning, good afternoon, good night, and thank you. And can I turn this off?